We continue to have some drip information with OPO8, and some of the elements that I was concerned about when I give you guys my breakdown on all the leaders have been answered. That and 2 alternate arts for 2 of the leaders. Let's talk about that. So first things first, we are back at the portrait type of alternate art leader from OPO1 and 2. That said, they're still getting creative with those, and this chopper is exactly that, because you have him in his iconic like hiding himself pose, which is really not hiding anything. And I do have to say, this is a very cute alternate art leader. If you like Tony Chopper, go for it. And we do have a bit more information about this set, because we knew that Dr. Clea was gonna be in the game, and she has now been leaked as a character card, and so we can take a closer look at her effect. 1 cost, 2k power of the Drum Kingdom type with a counter of 1000. Her effect is on play. You can look at the top 4 cards of your deck, choose a Tony Chopper or a card with the Drum Kingdom, except Dr. Clea, and reveal it, and then add it to your hand. Then you can put the remaining back at the bottom of the deck in any order. So Dr. Clea is shaping out to be, at the very least, the searcher for the Tony Chopper deck. With the Drum Kingdom type, she can search for Drum Kingdom or Tony Chopper. So if we have, let's say, a Warple leader at some point, and we have more Drum Kingdom support, she's gonna be the one that you're gonna play if you need a searcher in that deck. But we're not stopping there though, because we have a 3rd leak, and that's actually Carrot alternate art, which actually looks very cool as an alternate art. I do like this very much, and she was again one of the leaders that I was concerned about when I talked about her in my previous video, because she has a Mink attribute and her effect is based on the Minks archetype, and right now we don't really have that much Minks, but we do have a new Minks card that have been revealed, and that is not a leak at all, and this is gonna be Pedro, a 4 cost 5k power of the Minks type with a counter of 1000, also the skills of blocker, so it's very useful, and a when KO'd effect. So since it's a blocker, that's all the more interesting. And it's gonna be a choose one type of effect, where you can either rest up to one of your opponent's done, or you can kill up to one of your opponent's rested character with a cost of 6 or less. And remember that Carrot as a leader and Green as a color have rest engine at their disposal, and Carrot's effect actually a rest engine in itself. So it's more than likely that you can easily rest an opponent's 6 cost or less character. Also, not to mention that if he's attacking with it and you're blocking with Pedro, well, you can just kill the opponent's card that he just rested to make his attack. So taking that information into consideration, I do feel now that Carrot might have something up her sleeve in OPO8. It depends on what they add to the Minks package, but Pedro looks fairly interesting in that deck. We've also had the reveal last week of a new premium card collection coming into the game, and that's going to be the Best Selection Vol.2, and it's going to be the same deal as the first volume of the Best Selection. It's a collection of cards frequently used in players' deck, and it's going to be released as a premium card collection. It's going to be selling at an MSRP of $25 US and is scheduled to release this October 2024. Now, personally, premium cards collection, I'm kinda not interested anymore, because honestly, I have 2 of those and they're just gathering dust. They're cool to have, but not mandatory. Amidst all those products being scheduled for the game, and the drip marketing for OPO8 that is now in full swing, with cards that are gonna be revealed as we go on, the further we get closer to the release of the set. Keep in mind that the OPO8 information right now is just for the Japanese version of the game, because we're still in wait for OPO7, and the closest product release that we get is actually the starter deck 13. So if you want more information about that specific starter deck, make sure to check out this video next.